When it comes to thin crust pizza, New Yorkers are experts. And if you don't believe me, just ask one sometime. When they're willing to stand in line for hours for a pizza, it's time we all take notice. And that is exactly what happens on a quiet little block in Brooklyn.
Number 5, pizza, Lucali, Brooklyn, New York.
That is perfect. Oh, that is so good.
They are so serious about their pizza that it's the only thing they serve. You can't get beer, you can't get wine, you can't get chicken parm, just pizza.
Mark Iacono has been serving up handmade pies since 2008. All of them made front and center at a workstation reminiscent of a stage.
All our pies are made to order. We slice everything right onto the pie.
Lucali is a very authentic Italian pizzeria. Sometimes you go to Lucali and you finish to bite into your pizza, then I open the door and look outside. It's not Italy, I'm still in the States.
When you prep the vegetables early, they have a tendency to dry out. And when they're sliced fresh, they release their moisture into the pizza, and it retains a lot of flavor.
Saucy, cheesy, fresh, just really, really up my alley. This is actually the pizza with the best mozzarella in the city. It's just like stringing up. It's always perfect.
We use a local low moisture mozzarella. Then we use buffalo mozzarella, which is flown in once a week from Italy. And then at the end, Parmesan Reggiano. The buffalo and the low moisture give it really nice texture, and the flavor really comes from the Reggiano.
The sauce itself is this pie's secret weapon. It comes from an old family recipe.
I remember coming home from school every day, and my grandmother would be hunched over the stove cooking, and her recipes influence what's going on here right now. It's her sauce that we use on the pie. It's a 5-hour powder sauce that we cook every day. We use whole canned tomatoes, saute some garlic, fresh olive oil, salt, pepper, and basil. And all those flavors really infuse into the sauce, and it really comes out in the pie. We put a lot of love into our pie. We take great pride in it. After you have one, you want to order another.
Iacono slings pizzas like he was born doing it, but pies were not always his bread and butter.
This used to be Louis' candy store. It was a candy store soda shop that I grew up in. Louis had passed away, and the place was closed. I was in the construction business, and the thought of someone else having this place didn't sit right with me. It had a lot of sentimental value, so I wanted to open, but the candy store just wouldn't cut it.
A visit with a legendary pizza maker gave the contractor some spicy inspiration.
The reason Lucali's is so good is that they do kind of have a secret pizza muse, if you will. His name is Don DeMarco, and he's actually a veteran of DeFaris Pizza, another big Brooklyn pizza institution.
When I walked into Dom's, I saw this old man hunched over making pies for everybody, and it kind of reminded me of my grandmother, a little hunched over the stove. I always said if I could build a house, I could make a pizza. And that's when the light bulb went off in my head.
There's a line out the door nearly every night, but no one seems to mind the wait.
We waited 45 minutes probably, and it was completely worth it.
Agreed.
I would have waited an hour and 45 minutes.
The best part about it is when I see people biting into the slice for the first time, the look on their face. And they're like, listen, I just want to tell you, I eat pizza all over the world. I've been to Italy, everywhere. And this is the best pizza I've ever had. It makes me feel really good.